Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want to do everything I can to help these people.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle? Hoo hoo. Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo! Maybe something's going on in the forest. I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have to say. Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Harros.
I know that. But our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shionne?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself. No way! All right. Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help.
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
can she think of putting her son to rest as work? Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There's Zeugles roaming around out there. We should follow after her. Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here,
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
okay, off we go.
You guys want to rest here?
Could we talk a moment?
Do you mind if we chat a bit?
Now there's something I never thought I'd hear you say.
Remember when we talked about what it was like for me growing up? Well, I thought it only fair that I also get to ask what you were like as a child.
My childhood? Maybe you missed the memo that was going around, but I can't remember anything of my past.
I know. Just whatever you can remember. There's gotta be something, right?
Let me think. Well, have I ever told you about my army days? Back when I used to serve under a Dahnan master?
Yeah, but that must have been after you were already grown up, right? Do you happen to remember anything from back when you were younger?
Actually, I remember I had a kid with me.
You had a kid?
No, of course not. The child's father was another soldier. Back in those days, we risked our lives for a master we'd never even seen. We just fought for them and didn't even question it. When that kid's dad died and I saw them sitting there crying, I felt this bitter, indescribable. It was like I was drinking something toxic that I knew I shouldn't, but couldn't stop. It was strange. I never understood why I reacted like that. Soldiers died every day.
What it tells me is that deep down, you were the same man then as you are now. You've never been able to accept injustice in the world.
If you keep talking like that, you're going to embarrass me. I wonder whatever happened to that master and poor kid. Not that there's any way of knowing now. You know, I just remembered that kid was good at sewing dolls. They gave me one once. It was a good luck charm to protect me.
Dolls? I'm looking forward to breakfast. Morning. Ready to head out? Yes.
What?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell,
Huh?
good. Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right?
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean, my people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the Resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that, but hearing you say it, it makes sense.
You're welcome? We finally made it.
What?
What's that noise?
Alphen, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that...
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy?
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me, just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location. She appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelegion.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renan top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if who...
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstance.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave. That's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on. We don't have much time.
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt. I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them. There. Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic. When did I get so popular?
I'm out of ammo! Here's the Mega Ray!
Lost in pain.
Confiscated!
Can't get out of bed!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
You're finished! Eternal
Radiant Lord! Let's go!
You picked the wrong fight!
That frickin' does it!
Leave the enemy's arts to me!
Armor won't save me! No complaints here!
Burning!
Eat this! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Will this help? Let the marksman Where are you going?
Mega
In here! This is healing circle!
Dragon Swarm!
Here I go! Alright! We're in the home stretch, guys!
What she said? Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Law!
How come I get... Yes, ma'am.
Searing Death!
Light Here's evil!
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze Lancer!
Swallow this! Shattering
Megasonic Thrust!
Healing Circle!
I don't know what I'll do with that.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Radiant Light! Here! I'm out of ammo!
Now you see what I can do!
Don't mind if I do! Mega Ray!
In a bind?
Lightning!
Megasonic Thrust! Eternal Devastation!
Howard Hurricane!
Do it!
Dragon Swarm!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. Well, am I improving?
Tremendously! The speed and precision of your aim is simply unmatched.
I had no idea you were watching me so...
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dahnan master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dahnan master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Dahnan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword art?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler. Only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then. Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Little help! I never miss!
Denied! Mega Sonic Thrust!
Hurricane! Air
Eagle Fly!
Are those arms here?
Fairy Gale!
Three
Finish
Blade!
on! Soaring Light Spear!
Thunder Field!
Damn it!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Bullseye, Shion! Nice!
Get out of my sight, or you'll get
Not
hit!
today!
Oops, right. Sorry. Thanks.
It's Riddle to the
Dance in the wind!
Swallow Dance!
Air thrust!
Looks like it could be worth something.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time,
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush and police...
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is,
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But they act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably...
either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either...
who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed. And yet she isn't. There's also the matter of the power that she inherited.
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Hey, look at that enemy! It's shining!
I have a bad feeling about this.
Hurricane Thrust! They got me flanked! Soaring Light Spear!
I really owe you. I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on our plate.
Yes, ma'am. Now we're another.
Now I've seen everything!
Alma won't save
Don't get in my way!
Airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Take this!
Hey! Just what
Dragon Swarm!
Eat this!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
That was improving.
Did you see?
Sure did. The part where you swung and missed, right?
Hey, that looks pretty good.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegus?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissalma, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Dohalim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegus may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegus along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelegion.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the 2 of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you 2. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
Dispose of the trash.
Not on my watch!
I'm on. Take this!
Dragon Swarm!
Eagle Fly! Denied!
Are those arms even natural?
Where are you going?
Megasonic Thrust!
I'll finish you here and
Eternal
now!
Devastation!
Take
Dragon Swarm!
Bullseye, Sion! Nut!
Get out of my sight line or you'll get hit!
Oops! Right! Sorry!
Do it! Air thrust!
Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, right? Bet you couldn't do it.
So it's a grab here, thrust the left leg, then use the right arm to leverage over...
Stop memorizing my move! We made it to Cyslodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rinwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back. As soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Heros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cyslodia.
A boat, huh? Where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almadria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it. Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Heros should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. The knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Harros would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get here first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Legil, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Sar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, let's focus on the task at hand.
Menancia was most fortunate, I see.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help.
Well, if it ain't the Blazing Sword and his merry crew.
Mahavar? I can't believe you're still alive.
Course I am. If you landlubbers can make it out of that sinking ship alive, ain't no reason an old sea dog like me wouldn't too.
Yeah, but that wave hit hard. I'm glad to see you're okay. Sorry we put you in so much danger back there.
All water under the bridge at this point. You helped make one of my life's dreams come true. The ship, on the other hand, she took a bit of a beating, though, I'll admit.
Really? What happened to it? It looks fine to me on the outside.
She's fine now, but she was in rough shape when I made it back here. Engine chamber gave up the ghost. Without a lot of options, I decided to talk to the head honcho of the Dark Wings and see if he could help at all. And wouldn't you know it, Crazy Fool sent over Renan engineers to help. Can you believe it?
Renan?
Yep. Said they came from Menancia. They were real professionals. Did what they needed to and didn't give me guff or anything. I was damn near floored.
So they did the work themselves. Good on them.
Well, they did a bang-up job, because she's better than ever now. Speaking of which, I take it she's why you're here?
Yes. We need to get out on the ocean, and fast. When can we set sail?
Give the man a minute to think it over, Alphen. He hasn't even said yes yet.
It's all right, little lady. I'm a man of the sea. I'll gladly help. Hop aboard, folks.
This thing already looked plenty huge from afar. Seeing it up close makes it really hit home.
I didn't expect the journey to go so smoothly. I figured the Renans would send something to sink us.
Maybe they didn't think we had the nerve to come.
Somehow I kinda doubt that.
It's entirely possible they don't see us as a threat.
What do you mean?
That they think they're beyond our reach. Still, this structure is quite the unusual sight. Truth be told, never seen anything like it.
You're right. It doesn't look like the buildings on Lenegis at all. Or like any Renan structure for that matter.
It's weird. It doesn't feel like the kind of thing that has people inside either. Yeah, it's definitely something creepy. What the hell is it even made of?
I don't know. It's not mechanical or biological, but it's definitely alive in some way.
Shion?
I'm okay. It's nothing.
Well, what do we do now?
We have to stop this thing from siphoning off all of Dana's astral energy. That means finding the core and smashing it to bits.
Okay, but look at the size of it. I don't know if we'll find the core just wandering around.
Good point. Can anyone get a read on the astral energy around us? Any kind of a sign?
There's a rather enormous flow of energy moving directly upwards. If we wish to follow it, we'll have to do some climbing.
Rinwell?
Over there?
Hey, what's up with you?
Huh?
You okay? What happened?
I'm not sure. When I was reaching out to the astral energy, I thought I heard a voice.
A voice?
Yeah. I couldn't make out any words, but it sounded like it wanted me to come to it.
This seems like a trap, right?
It's not a trap.
How can you tell?
Listen, I don't know why, but when it spoke to me, I knew it wasn't hostile.
What do you think?
It could well be a trap. However, it's also our only real option short of wandering aimlessly about.
Let's trust Rinwell on this.
You sure?
Yeah.
It beats the alternative, I guess. What did I say? Sheesh, it's like walking on eggshells around here.
Sometimes you have to choose your words more carefully, Law.
Huh? Oh, right.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
I see that the interior of the wedge is every bit as strange and unusual as the exterior. Intriguing.
If I didn't see it come from Lenegis, I wouldn't believe it was Renan. Just what's with this place?
Yeah, it's all twisty and lumpy. Whatever it's all for, I'm stumped.
You!
I'll smash you!
Where are you going?
This one's gonna be tough.
Dragon Swarm!
Hold together just a little longer.
Thanks for the sympathy.
Get it together. We need you informed. Don't mind if I do. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Sheila.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Lightning orb! Here, let me help.
Fantastic! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here to heal.
Come on, roll!
Here I go.
There's always room for improvement.
This place definitely isn't easy to navigate. That's for sure.
I doubt this structure was conceived with the ease of people's movement in mind.
Yeah. We've been seeing nothing but Zoogle nests.
It's almost as if we're inside an incredibly immense spirit vessel of some sort.
A spirit vessel? If that's the case, then that would make Lenegis the master core that's receiving all the astral energy.
Hey, have you heard that voice again since we came in here?
Oh, so now you believe me?
I never said I didn't believe you.
The further in we go, the stronger the voice gets.
Is that a sign we're going the right way then?
Where's this voice coming from?
Yeah, kind of. I hear it inside me, but I feel like it's also coming from every direction around us. It's hard to describe. It's almost like it's surrounding me.
Surrounding, huh?
Considering astral energy is involved, it's not that unusual.
Right, but it's not scary or anything. Listening to it is really soothing.
If you think so, just promise you'll say something if the voice gets too clingy or anything.
I promise.
Healing art! Crush! Eat it! Dragon Force!
Raging Cascade!
Whirlwind Snap!
I'm saving this one!
This one's all mine!
Take
it!
Tempest Frost and Red! Healing Circle!
Burn in hell!
This one's mine! Not in your dreams!
Mega Subspace! Dragon Force!
Here, let me help!
First aid! Leave smelling to me. Yeah, and the bubble to me.
I'm ready!
Talon Hurricane! Here! Glimmer Dragon! Eternal Devastation!
Eagle Assault!
Struck!
Now!
Grimmer!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Shut!
Well done! Annihilation!
Burning
Strike! Get you out of the way!
You picked the wrong fight!
Whirlwind Snap! Now Mega Ray!
Hurricane Strike!
Do it! Lightning Condemn! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I need to be stronger. Maybe it's time I try on something new.
Here's the Raging Healing Circle! Seal!
There you go.
Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself,
Not
okay?
today!
Yeah, you head! There! Where are you going?
It's over!
Puddle!
Let's tear 'em up.
Away! Lunar
Dragon Form!
Denied.
By the
I'm not done! Hurricane Thrust! Big Blast! Stardust! Here I come! It's over!
Lightning
Cherry
Cascade!
pieces. Attack time.
Ignite!
Corruption!
Hurricane Thrust! Soaring Light Sphere!
Wind Astral Energy! Alright, it's showtime! Thunderblade! I'm out of ammo!
Dragon Form! First strike!
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword and with my sword.
Coming through!
attitude was nice while it
Hurricane
lasted.
thrust! Soaring light spear!
I hope this thing will...
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Ah, right.
Soaring light spear! Electric spear!
I can handle it.
Soaring the flame inside me! Yours to be light free! You picked the wrong fight!
This one's mine. Lightning orb.
It's
Far enough. All right, it's showtime.
Dragon Claw!
Now you see what I can do!
No further! Talon Hurricane!
Oh, now you're talking! You should have messed with me!
Soaring light
There you
spear!
now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Check out these biceps! Pretty glorious, right?
Why are guys so obsessed with their muscles?
Because these...
This equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out!
To be let free!
Nothing gets by me!
Flame of fury! Burning? This one's mine. It'll
Denied.
slam us into next week.
These fists have got your name on them! Time for one more!
Tear! I'm on it!
Glacial spear.
Soaring light spear!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
Here's a healing
I'll
arm.
tear you
Hurricane
apart!
thrust!
I'm sorry to
Soaring
be
light
bothered.
spear!
We've all got enough on us.
Yes, ma'am.
Radiant storm. Let me help.
I'll tear you apart! I can carve through armor!
Lightning orb.
Tear.
Dance to the wind. Air
I'll finish you here and now!
Piercing dance.
Time to let it rip! Soaring light spear! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
In here. Arch
You'll
field.
pay for that!
I'll bring you back from death to this.
The flame inside is yours to be let free!
Dance in the wind. Mind if I do?
Nothing gets by me.
Wind energy.
In a bind?
Raging cascade. I'm all sorry.
I owe you one.
Get on in there.
It does it!
Here's a healing arm.
Hurricane thrust!
Lightning
Soaring
orb.
light spear! The flame inside me, yours to be let free! Burn!
Should have messed with me!
Where are you going?
Hurricane thrust!
I'll heal you
Soaring
up.
light spear! Hurricane!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Whirlwind
Here's
snap!
a healing arm. Raging cascade.
Go!
Sleep now.
You hear it? Shattering
Glacial spear. Here's the
Attack
evil. Will this help?
Swallow dance!
Soaring light spear!
Healing circle. Sleep now.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint.
Hurricane thrust!
Can't be happening.
Stay away from my friends!
Can't move!
Whirlwind snap. Arch field. Not in your dreams.
Far enough! Eagle time!
This one's all mine!
Dance in the
I hope this medicine
in
works.
here.
Whirlwind snap!
Cuts away.
Not today!
Sword!
Healing circle. More
No
resistance.
floor! You like me again?
Megasonic Joint! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Eat this!
Here goes. Raging cascade.
Hurricane thrust! Soaring light spear! River!
Astral energy.
Say no more! I can feel my power growing!
me help. Go get it.
Try harder! Not enough!
Raging cascade.
Prepare to be seen.
Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
Let's talk more doing.
I can carve through.
We're cleared out.
Let me take the rest of it.
Can't get out of bed!
Feeling lively. Here's your healing arc. First aid. Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Glacial spear. Pierce evil. This will come in handy.
Eat this! Talon
This one's all mine!
Rip and tear!
Raging healing arc.
Okay, here I ignite!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Will this
Incoming
help? Confiscated.
Talon sword!
I'll heal you
Soaring
all.
light spear!
Hurricane!
Hurricane thrust!
Healing circle.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
No, that's
Here I come!
whirlwind in a bind.
Steering flare. Raging
Will this help? Shattering pieces. Attack!
This one's mine.
Now! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. I'll smash you!
The flame inside me
I can't heal
to
you
be let
forever.
free.
In here.
Watch it!
All disasters made less. Come forth and heal and secure you all.
Dragon Form!
Healing circle.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying? Raging cascade. In here.
You require a hand.
Healing disasters made less. Come forth and heal and security.
Now I can let loose.
No more playing nice. Here goes.
Get out of this!
Don't mind if I do. Here's a healing arc. First aid.
Soaring Light Spear!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Will this help?
Talon Hurricane!
I'll tear you apart! Okay, here I go.
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too.
No more playing nice!
Lightning ready to go. Raging cascade.
Carve through armor!
Burn!
Roll now!
Here, let me help. Eat dirt!
Eternal Devastation!
I never miss!
Talon Hurricane!
Dragon Swarm!
Glimmer Dragon! Denied!
All
things come to an end.
Try harder!
Lightning condensed.
Cut! I'm not
Tear you apart!
Tear! Soaring Light Spear!
Take this!
Lunar blast.
In a bind? Now I'm in the groove!
Ignite!
Thunder field. Dance in the wind. In here. First aid. This will come in handy.
Tear!
Talon
Anything in armor is all mine! Now you see what I can do!
Arch field. Dance
Not
on
on
the healing
my
wall. Damn it. Tempest.
I'll finish you here!
Raging storm.
Hurricane!
Let me help.
Evil Side!
Raging cascade.
It was nice
Seal.
while it lasted.
This will come in handy.
No more playing nice!
Here!
Lightning storm.
The flame inside more! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
I owe you one. Mega ray. I'll be saving
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
I'll heal you all. Dance in the
Now
wind.
that's right!
I'm on a roll now!
Eat this!
This one's mine.
Talon Hurricane!
Take this!
In here.
Eagle
Here's a
Spear!
healing arc. Handy.
Now you see what I can do! Let's tear you up!
Magic is there.
Dragon
Here
Swarm!
I
What's
breathe.
this?
Inspiration. Here's a
Hurricane
healing
Storm!
arc.
Soaring Light Spear!
Right!
Hurricane Storm! Soaring Light Spear! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Strike!
We won.